Alrighty, the AEW Rampage ratings are in. They took a while to come out. I thought maybe CM Punk was that much of a draw that he broke the entire rating system and they had to wait and get it fixed, expecting about 10 million viewers to come in. We didn't get 10 million, but we did break the 1 million barrier, and Friday's live AEW Rampage episode drew 1.29 million viewers on TNT, which was up 52.57% from last week's Rampage premiere, which drew 740,000 viewers. I mean, for this show, though, to be up from the debut, you look at all debuts in the past, whether it be ECW on Sci-Fi, SmackDown on Fox, the AEW, the Dynamite on TNT, the debut show always does well, or it's always the highest show because people are tuning in and hope, anticipating they're going to get something great. And normally the shows always let them down, and then the following week there's a big drop off. But for this to actually go up by more than 50%, in my opinion, proves that CM Punk is a draw, even though Roman Reigns last week said that he wasn't. Does this show do a 1.29 if Roman Reigns was the guy that debuted the night? I don't see it.
No.
There would be a bit of controversy if he just left WWE like the night before. If he's literally on SmackDown, then he's on Rampage, which is impossible. They can't unless one of them was taped. I don't think that could be done, but for me, this proves that CM Punk is a draw. Friday's Rampage episode drew a 0.53 rating in the 18 to 49 key demographic. This is up 76.6% from last week's premiere episode, which drew a 0.3 in the rating key demo. So up over 75%, 3/4. I mean, I think that's tremendous. The 0.53 key demo rating represents 692,000 viewers between the 18 and 49 bracket. This is up 74.75% from last week's. The opening quarter hour with Punk's appearance was watched by 1.341 million viewers. Again, with 842,000 of them being in the key demo for a rating of 0.65. So overall, obviously the show must have dropped off because by the end of it the rating was down. But it just goes to show that the opening quarter hour with Punk the ratings were, I'm not going to say through the roof, but in comparison to what they normally draw, it was through the roof.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Aye.
This guy, I think this guy's...
Alright,
I think you're taking it out of context.
What are you expecting Dynamite to draw then, with CM Punk on it? Free? Fucking a free?
I think they could do the highest rating.
Well, I think they could.
I think 1.4, I think they could beat that.
I like Punk, right? Guys, but the bottom line is, he came in, cut probably the pishest promo he's cut in the past fucking decade, let's be real.
Yeah, it was awful. But
who wants to tune in to Dynamite? Right? Who's honestly tuning in for what he said in that promo? Oh, I want a feud with Darby Allin.
Just the people in attendance, really,
Aye,
and the normal AEW fan base.
Say you stop watching WWE.
What I would say is, see people that maybe were fans and they've not been watching wrestling, they might have gave CM Punk a chance and they've tuned in. And now they've watched that promo and they think, oh, fuck no.
I know.
You know? I mean, people were saying it was lame because he buried WWE. He didn't even really. He kind of bitched a wee bit, but I think it would have been better if he full on buried them. He didn't. He kind of was halfway in the middle. He should have either not mentioned WWE or completely buried them.
You know what he should have come out and said, right? He should have come out and said, he's like, he could have come out and said something along the lines that I was the face of the WWE, blah, 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 right? And now I want to become the face of this company and run that pissant company into the ground or something. I want to go after Omega and I want to lead this company. You know, something like, oh, but no, I don't want any of that. I don't want to be world champ. I want to feud with a guy that's fucking shite.
I want to help.
Brother.
I want to help Darby Allin.
I get it, right? He can't just be brought in and forced into the world title picture.
Why not?
Yeah, I know, but people think like that, right? I accept that, right?
No, why not?
No, I accept it. Listen, I accept that to a degree.
Well, listen,
the feud with fucking Darby Allin.
There's a reason when the company started and they were first going on Dynamite, Jericho had the belt.
You know?
Well, there's a reason for that.
But look when Jericho come into WWE. See when people come into companies, they don't necessarily go for the title straight away.
Nah, but Punk in this case, I mean, fucking
No,
hell.
I think it's different,
The
definitely.
biggest draw left in wrestling that can actually work.
Well, say he doesn't go for the title. Who should,
But I guess he can't go for the title because of the timing. I mean, Kenny Omega's already facing Christian.
but who should he be feuding with? Who would you choose, right? Can't be Kenny
Yeah,
Omega.
but here, maybe they don't want a long feud. Maybe they just want a quick fucking thing where he can bury this Allen guy and then move on to Omega.
Why not Sting?
Punk Sting for a 2-week. Fuck off, you clueless bastard. Right, guys, this guy wants a feud between Punk and Sting just so Punk can
I
wait.
couldn't give a fuck about All Out or whatever the piss show's called. So you'd rather Darby Allin against Punk? I don't care what happened to this pay-per-view and.
See, when Batista came back, remember they had him fucking feud with Del Rio because it was a jobber feud between Rumble and WrestleMania.
Oh, that's
they weren't going to. No, it's not different. They weren't.
Batista came back and won the Rumble. Punk's came back, talked about a
Punk Sting. If they do Punk Sting, that should be the biggest show they've got. That should have like a massive build. Could you imagine? Oh, Punk wins the Rumble. I've nothing today before a challenge. I've nothing today for a challenge Orton for the belt at Mania. So you know what I'll do? I'll have a 2-week feud with Undertaker at bloody Fastlane. Fuck, dead on.
Oh, right. So Punk comes back after 7 years, right? Talks about a pop some jobber fucking got, and then challenges a guy that's absolute piss. And that's brilliant. That's.
I should have challenged Sting for a 2-week feud just to buy some time for
me,
faces.
He didn't need to challenge anyone. You didn't need to fucking. He should have said it was pish. People marking it, but it was fucking shit. He just should have came out and sat in the ring for the fucking hour. Would have been better than that.
Right, know what, guys? You can mark it whatever you want. I don't think no one in wrestling I can ever remember pulled a rating up by 52.57%. So that's all I'm going to say. This guy can say whatever he wants. He can say.
I
anything.
agree with you, right? But when the ratings are that pish, it's easier to get them up.
Exactly. Oh, yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
But I still think that's good, considering the fact that the ratings are pish just shows people don't want to watch it, and he's picked a hell of a lot of people up to watch
It's
it.
like when SmackDown went to Fox or they do like Raw 25, they fucking do like a triple. You know, but going for like 2 to like a 5.2, right? Alright, that's good, but you know, even though I know it's tripling it.
Yeah, but like SmackDown's debut on Fox, you can't contribute that to one person. That was a stacked show.
I know, I'm just saying.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I believe they had Brock come back for the title match. The Rock, the Tyson Fury, they Cain Velasquez on that show. I mean, they basically packed it everybody.
Point is, guys, right? Punk will be irrelevant by Christmas, and that's the bottom line. You heard it here first.
You can blame Tony Khan for that. But anyway,
look, everyone on it, they're fucking. Look, what were they doing? I know he's Christian's TNA champ, but what was he doing? What the fuck's he been doing?
I know.
He's been there since what, February? We watched that shit show.
What's Sting done?
I know.
Chris Jericho's a sad fat version of his former self. He can lie and say this is the best period of his career, but nobody's believing it. Probably the worst period of his career. Anyway, on that note, guys, there you go. Ratings are up by 52.57%. What will Dynamite's rating be? I'm going to predict I think they'll do around 1.4. That's what the highest ever rated show is. I think anything less. Well, they got a 1.1 here, right?
So, if they have any fucking sense, you have them throughout the show. Not a one and done.
Have him at the start.
You kick off the show with him arriving.
I'd kick off the show with Punk, and then I'd make an announcement that he's, if not wrestling in the main event, he's going to be appearing in the main event. Maybe to have a contract signing.
Get him on commentary.
Aye.
Get Excalibur to fucking get JR, Shivani and Punk.
Yes. Anyway, guys, that is it. Till next time, let us know what you think the rating, success or failure. Peace.